Hey, hello, and welcome everybody to the Galactic Goddess event in Laguna, California.
Yeah, this is our pre-conference interview, and today Elizabeth April is with us. She is a powerhouse transformational speaker and guidance coach, really, to help inform us of some of the incredible truths that we may not know about ourselves. We may be a little bit resistant to know about ourselves, but she's going to help everybody really embrace some of these truths that really assist us back to the knowing of all that we are, all the possibilities that we can unleash for ourselves. And besides all of that, her energy is so sweet and so spectacular. You're just going to need to get into her field, in her wheelhouse, and play with her energy a little bit. Elizabeth, thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
I'd like to get into discussing just a little bit how you had your experience that kind of helped unleash this information to you. And let's talk to the viewers who may not be familiar with you a little bit about what it is that you do and the information you're bringing forward.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm so excited to speak at this Galactic Goddess event in Laguna and share a little bit of my wisdom. But for those of you who don't really know who I am, or essentially how I have this information at such a young age, I really truly feel like my whole life has kind of been an awakening in and of itself. And when I was a kid, when I was younger, I was actually born with extrasensory abilities. So I had the ability to see chakras and auras and ghosts and spirits. And I was definitely talking to a lot of interdimensional beings from such a young age. So my whole life has kind of been, in between this world, this physical world, and the non-physical world. I really started my career in a way at the age of 16 when I started doing past life regressions for other people. And that's when I kind of woke up to the fact that, time is an illusion and reincarnation is real and there's a whole world out there to explore. And then at a certain point in time, around the age of 18, I had my first conscious alien abduction experience. And that opened me up to a world of, hey, there's even so much more going on out there in the universe. And that's when I started doing past life regression and even future life regression off this planet to really kind of understand, who else could we be? Who else have we been just beyond this human structure and framework? So my whole life has been, kind of digging into the truth. Why are humans so significant and so special? What are we doing here? And why do we have so much interdimensional and extraterrestrial attention on just this lowly third dimensional species that we call human beings? So my whole life has kind of been dedicated to knowledge, internal and source research in order to kind of discover the truth of what's really going on.
Well, I love and honor the age that you have become so aware of this. All of us, and I'm going to say kind of my generation, which is 50s and older, we were having experiences when we were young as well, but we were ignoring them, we were hiding them. There was not very, very little sharing for us at that time. And, you transcend that down even to my children and my grandchildren, and we know those gifts are there and they're showcasing themselves. And so for your generation to be standing up literally on stage and encouraging this, they can see that you aren't a freak. They can see that you are this extraordinary being assisting everybody. So thank you for that. And I completely honor that in you and support, of course, age is an illusion. We are infinite beings. This is just a physical costume, that comes into this realm of development. In your presentations, you're going to be talking about kind of the dormant DNA strands, those dirty strands that are all about some of those genetic patterns that we are from all of these cool beings. But more than just that information, you're going to kind of show everybody how this empowers everyone. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's ridiculous that science believes we have 90% junk DNA. They can't explain it or they don't want to. So it's just junk. Don't worry about that. So I've really kind of, explored the Earth's hidden human history. What is that missing link that got us from Neanderthal to where we are today? I obviously believe that missing link was interdimensionals, high spiritual development, high emotional intelligence, high intellect, and definitely well advanced. And I believe that they've actually spliced their genetics with ours in order to get us to where we are today. But once again, a lot of that DNA is dormant because we're so caught up in that survival, fight, and flight that we're actually not able, or we don't want to fully liberate ourselves to be full conscious beings. So what I'm going to be teaching in my lecture is a 3-step process in order to awaken and unlock that DNA that has been dormant within us. And I believe everyone is psychic, everyone's crystalline, everyone has the ability to explore their past lifetimes or experience simultaneous time. And I believe just by expanding and unlocking and raising our vibration, we can do all of the above. Everyone has that capacity.
That's kind of cool. I always know that you're kind of a weird galactic being somewhere in there, right?
You're talking to me, right?
Yeah. We support everything that you say 1,000%.
We support you more than you know.
Yeah.
I mean, this is right up. This is the fun stuff that we get to play with all the time, isn't it?
It is, but we also want to go back and support what you said. The group that we channeled, Julius, and the Quarex beings, another group, they say that human beings are afraid of 2 things: death and how powerful
they are. They just don't want to know how powerful they are.
Until they do. And then all the magic unleashes. But we need people like you, to nurture us, to support us through this, to show us.
To explain it to them just how some of this came about, or give them a possibility as to how it came about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's an exciting time to be alive. We're all here. We're on the precipice of this expansion. I think everyone's feeling it, whether they're aware of what they're feeling or why they're feeling it or not. I think everyone has that restlessness of, it's time to move. It's time to go. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere, Yeah.
When we were little kids and the parents were like, okay, everybody in the car, we're going someplace. And it was like, all right. And it really was. We were just excited to be in the journey of going somewhere, not stuck on the destination and how long it was going to take to be there. That was the adults' thing. The children was the license plate game, the whatever was happening on the side of the road, the stopping for an ice cream, along the way and taking some pictures. And that really brings us back, to that moment of now space and all the potential of it. I of course, support that science is just late and slow, because by the time something is proven, you're long into the next created
space. We're way beyond that point already.
Yeah.
So.
And I love science, don't misunderstand me, but my reliable source is not science. That's not what creates my truth. The truth is the knowing and the feeling that something is there. I think there's far more to the DNA capacity, the inner workings of the DNA capacity, and we're unleashing all of that. You're going to be speaking at the event, is that correct? And then are you going to be available for people, to talk to you, talk about your workshops, see your videos? Let's talk about everything that you're doing with your gifts.
Yeah, so, I'll definitely be speaking at the event, so that's going to be really exciting. And then right now, I'm just kind of focusing on producing as much free content as possible. So YouTube, I also have YouTube membership for even, a deeper dive into this content. But what I like to focus on in my content is kind of merging the gap between quantum physics, the science realm, the interdimensional and alien kind of conspiracy realm, and then the spiritual awakening realm. That's my niche, is bringing all 3 of these doctrines together. And then, I'm also doing like an online course and group sessions and individual one-on-one sessions with clients from all over the world. you know, any psychic can do a lot of things like looking into the future, but my specialty is helping people discover and unlock their cosmic connections. You know, who are you really beyond just this moment? And I love introducing people to their cosmic ancestors and their parallel selves in another dimension. So that's kind of my specialty and what I love focusing on at this time anyway.
And, you know, and human beings thought they were just stuck with their 3D families here, right? It's far broader than that. You can just get into that, loving the curiosity of all of this. We want to invite everybody down, of course, to this event. It is taking place, and we are all going to be there, elevating the energy space of everyone who's attending and even beyond. There's going to be so much going on at this 3-day event. As you have seen in Michelle Anderson's interview, you want to catch that as well. Continue to be with us as we bring forth to you these beautiful presentations to give you a glimpse into the energy space of what you get to experience here, right?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be fabulous for everybody just to be in everybody's presence.
Yeah.
Because of all the energy that's going to be there.
Yeah.
You know, that it's, to me, that is what everybody needs to be around, is just all that energy that's actually going to be, plus the beach, the water, the grounding, and everything that goes along with that.
Yeah, yeah. Elizabeth, would you want any parting words, inspirational parting words for our viewers, please?
Yeah, I would say, you know, the main thing right now for everyone to understand is just really listen to yourself, you know, whether that be a feeling of procrastination or a feeling of anxiety or a feeling of excitement. You know, your body, your energy, your intuition knows best. So try and just kind of cut out all of the clutter and the chaos around you and really just go within, because that is where our power is, just like you guys mentioned. So really stepping into that power at this time and realizing that you are exactly where you need to be.
Much. Thanks everybody for being with us. We send you, of course, blessings and magic on this day and every day, right? And inviting you to check out all the programming on Xpnsion Network.
On Xpnsion Network.
Yeah, we'll be back with you soon.
Thanks for being with us, folks.